Welcome to MetalVice in 666. I'm your host, Brian, joining with the other host,
Karen.
And for this episode, we are going to be going over our Record Store Day 2025 selections that we picked up.
Spring 2025.
Sure, spring 2025.
Oh, there's Black Friday 2025.
I don't know. I call that one Black Friday, but whatever. Naming whatever, it's the spring. It's the one in April. So typically for this, I go and get records during Record Store Day. We make the list. We already have a video of our list up there. And we narrow it down. This year was a little different. This year, Record Store Day fell on the Saturday of Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, or C2E2. I love going to this Comic-Con. I go every year if I can. It's fucking awesome. So I love it. And I was going to miss Record Store Day because of that. You were going to go and get records.
I was.
But I didn't get a list together of what we wanted. We didn't take that initial list and sort of narrow it down. So whatever, we didn't go. I was like, I told you, don't worry about it. You don't need to go. Whatever. We'll pick up these at some point in time.
And the day of Record Store Day, we were going to save money.
We were trying to save money, yes.
Not buy records.
So the Monday after Record Store Day happens, and it was a beautiful, beautiful day in Chicago.
It was like 60 something.
Yeah, I don't know. It was really nice. I'm like, you know what? I want to get out on a walk. I'll meet you. You were in the office downtown that day. And I messaged you like, if you want, I'll walk downtown and meet you. And we can go to Reckless downtown where we would have gone anyway for Record Store Day and just see if they have anything.
Yeah.
And so that was the plan. That Monday we walked down there, went into Reckless. It's a pretty small shop, but we did see they're moving.
Yes, they are. So they're moving to 33 South Wabash.
Yeah, real soon. They have like a
post. They may be moved already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to walk downtown or walk there
which
tomorrow.
Looks like a much larger store. I can't wait to get in there. But when we were in there, there were 4 or 5 other people in there as well looking at albums.
Which always makes it so cramped.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Normally when you go for Record Store Day at this place. Oh, go ahead.
So the Reckless where they are now, it's literally just you walk up, there's the checkout counter, and then you can walk back. And that's all there is. You
have something on the wall. You have sort of the middle section that has stacks as well. And then you have something on the other wall. And it has CDs, DVDs, video games, and vinyl.
Vinyl, yeah.
So the same stuff all Reckless has.
Metal section is just one small little... little sliver.
It was 2, I think, wasn't it?
This time it was only 1.
Was it? Okay.
So I don't know if they were just trying to like whittle down for like moving or what,
but I was wondering if they would have a Record Store Day section set up. Normally when you go to this location, at least the old location or whatever.
Yeah. The Reckless downtown.
Where it was prior to their move or whatnot. We haven't experienced anything there. But when you went to that location, even during Record Store Day, you walk up to the counter, you tell them what you want, and they have the bins behind the counter that they then sift through and pull it. We've been to other record stores, no other Reckless record stores for Record Store Day. This is the only one we've been to, but we've been to other record stores for Record Store Day where they have a section set up already that is solely dedicated to a Record Store Day.
Yeah.
So you just go to that one section, you pick out what you want, and then you pay and leave and whatnot. This one is weird that's behind the counter, and I don't know if all the other Reckless are like that or not.
I don't know how that works,
But whatever. So we get there. I was wondering if they'd have them out already because it's been a couple days, and we're walking around, we're looking at things. All right, don't see anything designated as Record Store Day. Don't see any... start sifting through the metal section to see if anything is listed as Record Store Day there. I don't see them shifted in. So it's like, I'm just going to walk up to the counter because I see that they have boxes set up behind like they normally do. Let me just ask the person at the counter. So I asked them, like, do you have Record Store Day stuff? And she's like, no, we absolutely do not. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. And she starts laughing. He's like, no, we do. Here's the list. And sure enough, they had them behind the counter. Again, I didn't have a list of what I wanted, so I was trying to memorize really quickly or remember what I wanted really quickly. So we ended up getting a few things that they had there. They didn't have everything because obviously it went away. Roger Waters' Dark Side of the Moon, they didn't have that. That was sold out. Mark Morton was the one I did remember I wanted. They didn't have it at this location, which that happens quite a bit. This location doesn't get everything. It's split between their 3 locations. So whatever. What we did get is this. We got him, Join Me, the picture disc. And we'll throw videos of this up here. I typically don't like picture discs, not because of the sound of the picture disc or anything like that, but because they come in like this flimsy sort of jacket and whatnot. And I really hate that flimsy jacket that they come in. Recently, though, they've been putting them in actual like cardboard jackets like everything else comes in, and the picture disc is in there, which is fucking great. So got this, listened to it. It actually sounds pretty fucking shitty.
It does.
It does not
really
sound
bad.
good.
Yeah.
So again, I think that's part of it being a picture disc potentially, but whatever. I'm happy we got it. It's kind of cool. I like him. It's just a single. I think there's like 4 tracks or something. It's a 12-inch single. Whatever. It wasn't too bad, but it sounds pretty fucking shitty. The next one we got was Carcass, Necrotism Descanting the Insolubliss, or something like that. I don't know.
Close.
This was one that was on the list. It was definitely lower on the list if they had it, they had it. But again, I couldn't remember what everything we wanted, but I remember this was on there. So I just said, hey, how about a Carcass? Got this cool little green clear vinyl thing. Honestly, I enjoyed this one quite a bit when we played it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I'm glad we got it. I like Carcass a lot. We saw them a few times last year, and I love their live sets. This is our first Carcass album. So I don't know. It was really cool. And this cool little green vinyl thing for sure. The next one we got was Deicide, Once Upon the Cross.
Yeah, this one's really cool, actually.
So when this was online, we saw, I didn't know the name. I didn't honestly look at the name of the album. I just looked at the name of the band, and it looked fucking metal. So I was like, let's get this. I don't know if I've really listened to any Deicide, or I don't think we've even seen them. Every time we talk about this, we always like, have we seen them?
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen them.
I don't think we have.
And I don't know if I've listened to them unless it's came up on like a playlist.
Yeah.
Sometime.
And so like when we saw this, it's like, all right, the name clearly is like in a metal font. This is a person under a sheet with a bunch of blood. So this person was fucking murdered. And this is like the cops coming in and putting a blanket over the body type thing. That's what I saw when I first saw this, and was really quickly looking at.
I didn't see the person even when we first did it. I just thought of it as a bloody sheet.
Oh, so, I think I pointed that out to you during the list episode. I was like, oh no, that's a person over the sheet.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It comes on this really cool sort of marbled vinyl as well, like this purple and gold cream vinyl or whatnot, which is really cool. I like that. It's also a Roadrunner record, which is awesome. Roadrunner is, to me, like the metal record company. That's where Slipknot first came from, but also the Dresden Dolls. So like not fully metal.
Yeah, it's like, okay, whatever. I don't care about record companies or anything like that.
But no, I would go to a Roadrunner website to find more metal when I was exploring back in high school. But then you pull out the sleeve or the jacket that the vinyl comes in outside of the case or whatnot. I'm getting these terms all mixed up, sorry. But then you see Jesus sitting there with his chest cut open and his organs taken out, and you see like the marks on the ankles and on the hands and whatnot. And you're like, oh, once upon the cross, I see Jesus is being dissected. And then you look back at the front and you realize, oh no, that person actually is supposed to be Jesus under there.
You can see where the blood spots are with like the hands and the feet and the crown and everything like that. So
yeah, but when
it
I
all
was
makes sense.
first, oh yeah, that's the crown. I thought those were like the eyes, but no, that's all right. I see that now.
So now it all makes sense.
But yeah, like I said, when I first saw it when I was quickly scrolling through the list, I was like, oh, that looks like metal. I'll check this out. We listened to this one. I really fucking like this album. This album was so fucking good.
Yeah.
Sounded great. The whole imagery of the album, the packaging is super fucking awesome. The vinyl itself, I love like this marble vinyl.
Jesus has weird knees.
But
anyways.
Any hoodles.
No, I liked it too. I liked it a lot. It's always amazing to me when there's like a band that's like, oh, I don't know if we've listened to them or, like that sort of thing. And then we listen to something like an album or on Spotify or even see them in concert. It's like, holy fuck, how have we not listened to them?
Yeah. So. I love that. It was so fucking good. I want to see them live now.
Yeah,
as well.
Me too.
The final album we picked up is Sun Oracle. This was super fucking high on my list. I really wanted this album, especially after learning a little bit more about the album and how it was part of an art exhibit. I still don't know a whole lot about that art exhibit, but I want to dive more into it. The whole thing of like, the exhibitors or the audience would walk into a room. The band, I think, was in a different room. They played the song or the album or whatnot. The audience then was sitting in the room that they didn't see it, and then they were allowed to go into where the band was after the band had left, a black and white sort of room. Really, really cool sort of art exhibit aspect. I wish we could have experienced that. Kind of cool. I listened to the album itself on this sort of silver pressing vinyl whatnot, and I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It's only a couple of songs. It's really not. I think it's like 2 songs.
Oh, okay.
But like 18 minutes each or something like that. So I enjoyed it a lot. Sun-Oh is kind of funky in terms of like it's definitely doomy and airy, and like there's not necessarily a whole lot of singing. It's all about the sounds and how they produce the sounds and whatnot. Very similar to, I don't know, let's say like Pink Floyd, for instance, just, mashing on a keyboard or something. Like they're just making all these weird sounds come together and give you like this emotional aspect.
Check out a future 666 on our Pink Floyd experience.
Yeah. But I liked this a lot. I'm going to listen to this a lot more, but this definitely is sort of in the Halloween-y sort of vibe.
Oh, okay. I don't remember listening to it. Was I home when
you were home? You probably weren't paying too much attention, or you were off doing something else.
I don't remember it, so.
But this was definitely one where I wanted to listen to and actively listen to because I knew it was going to be that way going in.
Yeah.
We just learned about Sun-Oh last year at Milwaukee Metal Fest in 2024.
Yes. Yeah.
And the guy said the same thing. He's like, this is music I just put on to like zone out or help me sleep. It's definitely one of those sort of spacey sort of metal sounds for sure. I really like Sun-Oh ever since finding them. But yeah, that was all we got. Just the 4 quickly going in without, memorizing anything. She gave me the list to go through, and it was really, I felt kind of not uncomfortable, but like crunched for time. Like I gotta quickly go through this.
I'm sure you could have went like taken more time or stepped off to the side or something like that to take more time. But I think we got some of what we wanted.
Yeah.
Like we said, the Mark Morton is really what I was going to get up and go for, and I was still going to do that even, which now I'm kind of glad that I didn't since they didn't have it there. But it's what I was going to get up and go stand in line for. So
yeah, and there were other things as well on there that I wanted that we didn't get, like the Grateful Dead compilation with Dogfish Head. You don't want that, no. I do. So, I mean, we missed that. There were the Harry Potter albums as well.
But you saw like on Reddit that somebody was like, oh, instead of buying them individually, we just bought the box set or something.
There is a box set somewhere. I'll have to find the website, which is kind of cool because you can buy it in the house colors you want.
Oh, cool.
So if you get Slytherin, it's like in a green pressing. If you get Gryffindor, it's in like a orange pressing or yellow. Get? I don't know. We'll have to Ravenclaw maybe.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should go off one of the, not Gryffindor or Slytherin. But I feel like I'm personality-wise Slytherin. But from always watching Harry Potter, I always root for Gryffindor. So it's like, which one do we go for?
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we picked up. A little different experience this time around, not going the day of, and they still had stuff. Yeah. So if you can't make it the day of, still go check out your local record stores. Like they have stuff in there. So I don't know, just go support your local stores. Support the music you love by buying their music, buying their merch, and they'll keep making shit for you.
Bye.